Okay guys, let's take a look. So whenever I get to the bottom of my tree, I got my little pack set up here. All I have to do is unclip this one buckle here, pull my platform off. This is a standard Predator platform. It's kind of older. I'll show you some of the upgrades I've done to it over the years. I've actually had this one, I think, for about 3 years now, and I really haven't seen a need to upgrade to a different one. I've just upgraded the one that I have, and it works well for me. So I'll show you the things I've done in it in a minute. Here's my sticks that I use. These are Lone Wolf Custom Gear double sticks. This is what I use for my stand as well. Like if I'm hunting out of a lock on, I'll use these. This is just my new go-to preferred method. With 2 sticks, you can get up, anywhere from 16, 18 feet. Just depends on how much gap you leave yourself, right? And it's really lightweight. I think I weighed these before. It's like 5 pounds, right at 5 pounds for this is all you need to climb up that high. 2 sticks, and you're not doing. I see a lot of guys doing the 1 stick method, and for me, it just seems like too much work. I mean, if you do that, more power to you, but it seems like too much work for me. So I wanted something I could just climb straight up the tree, put a stick on, climb up to the top of that, reach up, put the next stick on, climb up to the top of that, and I'm done. Okay, so I put 2 sticks on the tree. It's real fast, real easy. It's my favorite method. I'll show you how it works. I'll put them on the tree for you so you can check it out. And here's my backpack. This is the one I've been using. This is it's from Backwoods Mobile Gear. This is their Hitchhiker. You can find this at doublesteps.com, but I really like it because it's really easily user configurable. Like you can change where all these straps come off of this bag here. So you can put straps from the front here on these tags, straps across the top, anywhere that this little brown tag is, which is all over the place. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 on just this side of the bag alone, okay? So they're everywhere, all over this thing, and you can configure it however you want with these straps. So these straps, it comes with like 3 or 4 extra sets of them. So you can strap basically whatever you want to this thing in any manner that you want. And it works well. It's really small. I like how thin it is, because whenever I get up to the top of the tree to hunting height and I hang this thing off the side of my tree, it's not some big bulge sitting off the side of the tree. It's not any wider than most of the trees I sit on. So I kind of feel like it's kind of compact, and my thermocell just sits right on the front. So I hang it there beside me. My thermocell's blowing on me, and it works perfect. So this thing's just big enough to hold everything that I need. Bottle of water, snacks, pull-up rope, tether, all that stuff usually goes in here. And yeah, it works well for me. So I'm a big fan of it. So. Hey guys, I'm going to give you a close-up of my saddle real quick before I put it on the tree and just kind of show you what this is. This is the Cruiser XC. I've had this thing for a couple of years. Like I said, I haven't really seen a need to upgrade this either. So I really like the adjustable seat in this thing. This thing opens up a lot, so you basically pull it up your back more if you got your tether a little lower and you're just trying to lean in it, or if you got your tether higher, you can pull this thing down your butt and just basically sit in it. So I like the adjustability out of this thing. It's been really comfortable for me. I upgraded mine. Mine has the actual adjustable bridge here. It's got a cruising knot on the bridge, so I can just work this out. It's got basically adjustments all over. I can adjust the cruising knots here for the height, and then the length of my bridge is also adjustable as well. So that's just a quick view of it. So another quick tip, if you're looking for like pouches to put on the side of any of your bags or anything, a lot of these have MOLLE on them, but you don't want to spend all the money on their like name brand pouches like the one from Tethered or something like that. I got these off of Amazon. These are basically dump pouches, like if you're on the range shooting, and this is for magazines. These things are perfect. The top will zip close for you, or pull close. It's got a pull tab on it. They're real quiet. There's nothing real, there's no Velcro on them. There's nothing loud about them. I just put them on here. You can see my lineman's belts in here. So this is my lineman's belt that I use. This is from Tree Hopper. I've had this thing for years. I actually got 2 of these. So I keep one in my backpack as a spare I always have with me. And this one kind of stays on my saddle just so I don't have to go in and out of my backpack. All right, the other side over here, I keep my pull-up rope. It's just a piece of paracord with a carabiner on it. Here's my favorite upgrade that I made to this thing so far. Having high quality climbing rope so that you can roll this thing up really nice and compact. I mean, you see how small it is. It's very, very lightweight. could fit into your cargo pocket if you don't wear a backpack. It could fit into a pouch on your on the side of your saddle like I run it, or you can throw it down inside your backpack and it doesn't take up a lot of room at all. And it's really easy to work with, okay? So it's one of my favorite things that I bought. This is the Ultimate Tether from Eastern Woods Outdoors. You can see it's got the stealth strips all over it, you know, on the front here, just anywhere that things could click around, make a little bit of noise. But I really like this thing because it's very easy to adjust it with one hand. You basically can grab a hold of this whenever you're actually tethered in and just pull it, and it moves up the line. And then whenever you lean back down and the weight's on it, it's there. So you just one finger adjustment. You don't have to worry about, you know, pulling your Prusik knot or trying to work something through to have a Prusik tender with your carabiner or anything like that. So this is like the #1 upgrade I would recommend. So here's my sticks, guys. This is how I climb up to about, you know, 17, 18 feet, just depending on how much gap I have and how much I want to like really stretch out. But basically when I get to the bottom of my tree and I'm ready to start climbing, I just pull this piece of bungee cord here off, unwrap it like this, and my first aider is gonna fall out. Okay, so my aider falls out. Now the stick's ready to climb with. I'll take this stick and I'll hang it off the side of my saddle using this piece of paracord here, and then it just kind of keeps it out of the way. And you see how short the sticks are. That's another thing that I like about these small sticks, is they don't really hang down past your knee. I had a full-length hawk sticks before this, and I didn't like the length. I mean, a 30-inch stick hangs down like, you know, mid-calf area, and whenever you're trying to climb with that, it's kind of a pain. So this right here, high on your hip, just hangs down about knee height. I'll show you. I'll back up here in a second and show it to you. I climb the tree, and I've got my other stick already up on the tree. I want to hook this one up. I just have one of these little Night Eyes, like, well, I think, what are they, 25-pound #3 S hooks here. So I just reach it over there, got a piece of paracord on top, and hook it to the side of my saddle, and there it is, and going up the tree with it. It's very nice, very easy, keeps it out of my way, keeps it very handy, and that's how I do it. Okay guys, I'm going to show you real quick how the Ultimate stick attachment works. This is from Eastern Woods Outdoors. I'm a big fan of it, but I just want to kind of show you a close-up because a lot of people were asking me how this thing works. So you just reach around the tree there like you normally would, grab the other side. Now you just loop it around, loop the main part around your Versa button or whatever stick you want to use it on. And it's got this hitch here tied into it on a Prusik knot. So this is actually adjustable. So if you're on a smaller tree, you can push it around to where it'll still end up being in about the same spot, or a bigger tree. You see how much length I have here. This thing's like 8 foot long. So plenty of distance to get around whatever tree you want. So basically just go around the Versa button here, bring it back through the hitch right there. Then you can pull it, and you can tighten this thing way on down just by pulling it. You're just going to loop it under itself like that, so it's pulling against itself, and you're going to pull it tight once. And I usually do it twice. You just twist it around, loop it there. Okay, pull it down, and you're ready to go. Like whenever you climb this thing now, it might come down, you know, 1/4 inch or so, 1/2 inch, but it's not going anywhere. So there you go. That's how it works. A little better than a daisy chain. I think you can get a little tighter, and there you go. I'll take my stick and I'll reach it up the tree here, and I want this to end up about knee height right there. That way I can step into it easily. Okay, so that's about knee height. So this is about as high as I can reach and actually get it comfortably. So I'll take my stick here, and I'm trying to stay away from the tree. That way I don't mess up y'all's audio. But I'll reach around up there, pull this thing around the tree like that, loop it on itself twice, and it's ready to climb. Okay, so hopefully you can see I'm right at, you know, 6-ish feet tall, and this will get me all the way up to where my feet are at the very bottom. Like my fingertips are touching the bottom of this. Okay, so just one stick's going to get you, you know, that's probably I don't know, 7.5 feet up there, 7.5 feet or so. So you're looking at 7.5 feet. And then if your next one is right off the top of that, that would be 15 feet. Okay. But really you're going to have about an 18-inch gap, because you're going to go here. Okay. You're going to have the gap that's like to your knee. So you're looking at like 7.5, then 9 feet is going to be the start of your bottom one, and then another 7.5 feet there, so that you're at 16 already. And then if you have, you know, about a 18-inch step up into your platform, or if you don't like stepping that high, you can just come right off the top of that. That's why I say you can comfortably get, you know, anywhere from 16 to 18 feet in this thing, just depending on how tall you are, basically. Okay, for my sticks, once I come down to the bottom of the tree, I'll wrap this one up the same way that I unwrapped it before, and I'll stack it on the front of this other stick here, just like that. Okay, and then I'm reach down, grab my first step, stack them on top of each other, put them on the front here, just like the other one, fold everything up, and then I have a piece of cord over here, just like the bottom stick, but instead of just going around one, I just take it to wrap around both sticks, strap it there, and there you go. So that's 2 sticks, get you up to about 18 feet max, and that's it. Hey guys, here's my platform. This is a Predator platform. This is just a standard Predator. This is not the XL or anything. You can see some of the stuff I've done to it already, I'm sure, like paracord the edges, and I got the buckle on my strap here rubberized, so you can see it doesn't make any noise whenever you bang it against the stand here. So anything you can do to reduce noise, especially whenever you're setting up your stand, you don't want to. So one of my favorite upgrades I've made is I put this this step on the back, and I would highly recommend it. Doesn't have to be a Cranford step or anything like that. It can be, I've seen it, a lot of people are starting to come out with steps, like I think Hawk just came out with some, XOP, I believe it was XOP. There's a lot of companies coming out with these steps now that are just, you know, they can be looped through any strap like this. And I'm not a fan of the ring of steps. I don't think it's comfortable, but it makes a huge difference having having a step on the back side of your tree whenever you're hunting out of a saddle. And I'll show you that in just a second. So if a deer's coming in, you can always just load your weight on the side of your stand right there, reach around, hook your foot on that step, and now you're on this side of the tree. Okay, so you can take shots over here very easily. You can see my foot right there is on that step, so it's keeping my weight. Everything's perfect, very easy to do. You can also do it the other way. Come around this side of the tree, and you can shoot back behind you really easy. Just having a step there makes it a lot more versatile, makes it a lot easier to do. So sure, most people are already aware of that, but just throwing it out there, if you're new to saddle hunting and you want to be able to shoot 360 on the tree, you're going to need something on the back side to hold your weight. Okay, been with me for probably about 3 years now, and I don't think I'll ever upgrade. I don't have any problems with this. I enjoy hunting out of it. I think it's comfortable. It's got a lot of adjustability, and big fan.